And there it is, there it is, there it is. Up, nope, nope, I messed up. I messed up big time by Roscoe and it... Alright, cryptids, what is going on? It is me, Mississippi Gonzo, growing JK Redcorn. Today we're going to be looking at the taco van as a part of the, off-road review as of today. Basically, this is the box build with a longer wheelbase, because it is a food truck. But, food trucks have been in GTA since its inception. There is the old ice cream trucks that have been roaming around ever since the third game, but, that is supposed to be an innuendo of, you know what. We're not going to say that because I don't want to get banned. YouTube does not like that type of talk. I'm going to bypass that because I know it's not going to... Okay, the deer crackheads, but whatever. Yeah, this, you can beach this very easily. Which, that reminds me, me and Slade need to get some box builds and just start off-roading with these a little bit more. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot it across. Yeah, if I have to go down this way, it's usually because, they don't like going around that way. But, I don't expect this thing to turn on the dime like a Ferrari or anything else. Excuse me, but I'm going to go this way. Sorry about interrupting your fishing. Do forgive me. But yeah, sometimes you just got to take alternate routes in this review because, these particular vehicles, they tend to give me fits. And most of them, you think they do well in the water? Nope. Get them out of the water as quick as you can. But yeah, so far as actually buying one of these in online, because they are available through the Warstock website, I would only buy one if you really needed one for skits, and sometimes these things can be very fickle about spawning in. Like many vehicles in GTA, they just don't spawn in when you need them. So that's bound to happen. Such as it is. But yeah, I figured I'd ask how some of y'all's weeks have been going, such as it is. So, I think I know I'm going to get the last of the collections done, just so that way, I got more space to work with, I know I've been uploading less shorts because, yeah, I haven't been liking some of the shorts that have been coming out as of recent, so might as well put them on pause. I had to return to right here because things happened, and I do not feel like starting over again, so yeah, I'm just going to go bypass, well, I would bypass the Wall of Doom, but I know it can make it across. Just as it is. But, the other thing about trying to off-road with industrial vehicles, keep your foot on the gas. That's all I'm going to say. Keep your foot on the gas and don't let off. Or, on these big panel vans, such as it is. Because this is not my first time off-roading panel vans. Which, there's a lot of off-road videos me and Slade have, we have ideas for. But, yeah. But, my expectations for this to be a, decent off-roader, it wasn't that high to begin with. Because, I know how some of these industrial vehicles can be when off-roading. And, they can be quite finicky. But, if you want to off-road them because you want a challenge, then hey, be my guest. Be my guest. I'm not going to stop you. I'm not going to discourage you from doing it. But, it'd be a fun idea.
Stay off the road.
Such as it is, I'm surprised to climb up that, but I had the momentum to get up there. That's the one thing about it. This thing can get momentum. If you can get momentum in this, it takes quite a few cars to slow it down. But yeah, it has the momentum to get up places. As long as you keep your foot in it. That's really the only real way to truly off-road with this, or to use it for anything, is, well, that goes for any industrial vehicles in this game. And there she goes. Well, we know it's not climbing up this. Unless you do the burnout. Well, I would say the burnout trick, but there is, the brake boost, which occasionally works, and in this case it doesn't. So, behold, we went halfway up the hill before it stopped. So I guess this is just where I'll leave it off. My expectations for this for off-roading wasn't that high to begin with. Because I know how some of these box build type vehicles handle. And a lot of them can barely climb uphill, so a lot of them are extremely underpowered, but I don't expect them to really do that type of stuff. I mean, this isn't like this isn't like the off-road vehicles you see driving around in the game. Just that. I don't expect it to turn like a Ferrari. I don't expect it to climb over stuff like a K5 with a lift kit. But, other than that, I'll be seeing y'all around for the off-road review. Now, as always, smash the, shoot the like button with a grip skiddly. If you enjoyed it, please do comment down below. Should Rockstar bring back the ice cream truck? And you know which one I'm talking about. Which, some of y'all are going to go look up photos of what that looked like. But, you get my point of why I couldn't say what it looked like. But, other than that, smash the subscribe button today and click the notification bell icon to stay up to date, because I officially live stream every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, anywhere between 6 to 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And I do post a schedule every Sunday, so that way you can see when I'm uploading. And, what I'm going live on. But, as always, y'all have a great day and a ballin' weekend. Don't do anything stupid. And, as always, y'all take care. And, if you do go visit one of these local taco trucks, hey, show them some respect. You got to respect them. Some of them taco trucks have really good tacos. I said some of them, not all of them. But other than that, y'all take care.